Hey Internet. So in today's topic or today's video, um, so back in the 90s, I went to the circus. Like I think I was 8, so 1999. Yeah, going way back, 22 years ago. So since it was the 90s, everything it was like the wild wild west, right? Uh, there's no Osh. Well, there is Osh, but Osh is so lax back then. And yeah, so the story begins back when I was in primary school. And like the circus came to our primary school. I think it was just like a traveling circus. And it just went up and down New Zealand. So it just went to like school to school and whatever, or whichever school that has a big field that can support the circus. So, alright, as you can see on the title, I went to the circus and I saw a ringmaster whip a boy. So you're probably wondering context, right? And so now you've been filled in on the background. 1999, traveling circus, primary school. Okay, you got the setting. Great. So, all right. So you want to get to the juicy part of whether, well, why the ringmaster whipped the boy. So, of course, it was all staged by the ringmaster. It was a promotion, I guess, to lure people into watching the circus. Um, so basically, what happened was that ringmaster said, "Hey, um, if you're brave enough to get whipped by me, then like your entire family will get a free pass to watch the circus." And obviously it was staged because like he's not gonna really whip a kid. The reason why he was asking for a kid, so he went to the school, right? And like he had all this, demonstration and whatnot, and yeah. So like just like a freebie, I guess a free show for the primary school that I went to back in the day. And so basically he said, all right, so if one of you kids are brave enough, then yeah, get whipped by me, then your entire family will be, uh, then you get a family pass. So remember, this is like a 8-year-old kid, right? So it's obviously staged, and like when you're an 8-year-old kid, you kind of know what's going on, but at the same time, you don't really know what illusionary or like um, performing uh, arts are like, not to that full extent. So it is basically, so a random kid just said, pick me, and yeah, he got on stage, and so obviously the ringmaster didn't really whip the kid. Well, he did, but he didn't. So what happened was like the ringmaster would rip, not rip, whip the kid, but he would hold back, and like so you could hear the whipping sound, but it wouldn't actually touch the kid. Um, yeah, so definitely staged, and okay, so yeah, that was the context, and that's what happened, and yeah, so obviously, circuses are I think phased out due to the whole animal cruelty thing, and back in the day, uh, well, it wasn't really an issue. Well, it didn't get brought up back in the day. But yeah, the poor treatment of animals and things like that. And I don't know. Eh, it's like I went through it and I didn't really see the appeal of the circus. Yeah, maybe I should talk about the actual circus itself rather than the performance stunt that they did to attract people to the circus. Right. That was just a regular circus, you know. they had an elephant. I think they had a lion. Um, but for the lion, uh, I think they had him like so when the lion was performing, it was caged. Well, I guess they did take in some health and safety, but the elephant was uncaged. It was just like chilling, roaming. So yeah, and you know they did the whole acrobatics thing, no nets, obviously, way back in the day. So Osh was not a priority for them. And yeah, so they did the whole walk on tight ropes, just your typical circus, you know. Um, they had the knife throwing guys. They didn't have a fire breather, so disappointed, I guess. Yeah, they had clowns, knife thrower. Uh, no strongmen or like people with weird deformalities. It's just your typical acrobatics and some animal taming, I guess. Overall, I mean, what did we pay for it? I think we like paid, I think, yeah, Dad and I went, so it was like $5 each, so it wasn't that big of a deal. So for $10 for like a 2 hour show, that's that's all right. No food or anything. Um, I don't know. I kind of just when I when the show finished, I kind of just like kind of felt bad for the elephant, to be honest. Um, I don't know. Something just made me feel sad about the elephant. It wasn't like they were mistreating the elephant, but it was just like, when the elephant just trumpets out of sadness? Yeah, so that happened. So, I don't know. And, oh, yeah, the lion one. So they caged off the whole thing because lions. But yeah, they got a lion and they did the whole, like, lion swirl thing. So it's like, basically, if you had a cat and, like, you twirl a ribbon, it's kind of like that, but you do that with a lion, I guess. So overall, the show was all right, and yeah, and that was the story that I went to a circus and saw Ringmaster Whipperboy for their promotion, obviously, and definitely was staged, and no children was harmed in that promotion, I think. All right, so that's my story. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a great day. Be sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends, ring the bell, turn on all notifications. Leave a comment if you've been to a circus or been to a modern circus without the animals. Alright, until next time, see ya.